Hello, our one viewer, Michael. Welcome back to the Max and Friends Let's Do a podcast featuring Max and Friends, a podcast, Max and Friends podcast. This is episode 10. We've done 10 of these.
That's almost 11.
Do you feel old? Do you feel old yet?
I've actually done 12, but 2 of them didn't get posted.
Why?
One of them I deleted on accident, and the other one I lost. But today we got a new guest. Introduce yourself, new guest. Describe yourself to people who don't know who you are or what you look like.
My name is Ronald Smith.
Do it better.
And I'm a sexual male. I have dark auburn hair, and I like black women.
Oh, black women are the best.
Don't you have an Asian girlfriend?
Half. So it's almost awesome.
Okay. All right. So our topic today is a river request.
I want to talk about all the Netflix movies.
Okay. What do you want to say about the Netflix movies, River?
I want to say that all of them are good, and there's not one flaw in Netflix when it comes to making shows or movies.
Jack, what do you have to say about Netflix originals? The Netflix.
Dear Jack, what
The
do you have to say
originals.
about some of the originals?
I've seen none of them.
You haven't even seen the Marvel stuff? The Marvel stuff is good.
I haven't seen it, dog.
Okay, the worst one's Iron Fist. You guys want to see my impression of Iron Fist from, the greatest fighter of all time is supposed to be 10 Bruce Lees? This is my impression of him. I'm mad! I can't control my chi!
I got too much chi for you to see.
Alright, so that's that topic.
No, but Netflix originals, I've by far watched more Netflix originals than both of you, I bet.
I definitely think that that's correct, because for some reason you wanted to watch all of the Netflix originals.
And I do regret all of it, because...
Which was your favorite one?
Which one's my favorite one? Probably...
What about Dear White People, the one we gotta stay woke?
That one, I loved it, because I was woke after that, and to this day, I've always been woke because of that.
You're slept as fuck, dude.
Slept. That's pretty slept, dog.
Oh my god. Well, remember when she was banging the white guy? We're like,
what?
What? No,
I actually wasn't
interracial.
surprised because I had seen it before.
No, but I was like, interracial couples, not allowed.
That's so
Okay.
1970s, dude.
All right, dude. That you said it, not me. I didn't say it.
Okay, no, but all of the Netflix originals, no matter how good, you can apply anything to them. Besides the ones I haven't seen, the ones I have seen so far have all been a bit tacky.
Which one's your favorite one?
13 Reasons Why. I feel like it captures the spirit of being a teenager so well.
My favorite one.
It understands my darkest thoughts. I feel like it's there to comfort me.
Oh my god,
And
13 Reasons Why is the best thing to watch when you're on sad boy hours.
No, it's not.
And by best, I mean worst.
It's literally the actual worst show.
So, Jack,
I killed myself because of you, and this is your fault. Do not project your problems onto me.
Do you guys know
it's been
2
like,
months?
I stubbed my toe on the couch. Here's your tape.
So, did you guys know it's been 2 months since I've done one of these?
Yeah, because you've been working that Do It Center.
Yeah, then I quit that job because my boss was not a nice person. And I wrote on my letter, I was like, I'm leaving because my boss has made a hostile work environment for me. So the reason she fired me was because I got there before I got there after the other guy was working there, and I took my break before he did, which he was totally okay with. And shut the hell up.
What section were you working in?
Lumber. Or you gotta lift.
Oh, so you're not like a cashier?
No.
Oh, okay,
So
I took schedule your breaks.
Yeah. I took my break before him, and then because the reason I took my break is because I really had to poop, like really bad.
So basically,
I was having some stomach problems. So then I went and did that. And then I got back. Then my manager comes up and she's like, "So you can't take a break before the other person." And I was like, "Okay, but I really had to go to the bathroom." I don't want to hear it. Okay, you can't take a break before the person who got here before you. It's just not fair. Okay, I was here for 2 hours, and he not once did he ask me to take a break. She's like, I don't want to hear it. So I said, would you have preferred that I shit my pants in the middle of a lumber section.
So
she said, I don't want to hear about your bodily functions. I don't care. Handle them yourself. I'm not going to monitor your bathroom breaks. But you can't take a break before the other person does. And she just couldn't get that I really had to poop.
What's that?
Apparently she's never had to poop in her life because she just gets so angry that she doesn't have to.
The employees have no rights.
You guys want to hear some funny stories about people who didn't speak English and wanted to do stuff?
Oh, like that classic one. That black dude that was lynched and raped by 2 white dudes in the 60s. That story was hilarious, dude.
I do not approve of that
That
joke.
was not a good...
That story was so funny. Because, like, he whistled at her and he totally had it coming.
Jack, what... I'm telling you, man, this is, like, people are going to come back in, like, 10 years and watch this. And they're going to be like, what the fuck?
Hey, I got a C- in history, alright? I think I know what I'm talking about.
I took AP US History, and it was good.
Who'd you get it with?
Miss Manuki.
That's why you said it was good. I don't get it. Everyone said she was hot. I was like, eh.
Hold on, I'm fucking with the sound.
I put it to his teachers at CV. Oh, crap. I probably shouldn't give locations.
Whatever. We're 18. We went to Crescenta Valley High School.
Stop. Someone's going to be like, these are where these people went? Okay, I know which place I'm going to... Okay.
You know who else went to Crescenta Valley? John Wayne.
Oh.
Really?
That's not true.
That's not true. I was like, that's not fucking
actually,
true.
That doesn't even make
that
sense.
shit would be everywhere.
He
dude.
went to Glendale Community College or something. You know who else went to Glendale Community College? Which is the place I go?
Bruce Lee.
Dan Harmon. Creator of Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah, but Dan Harmon, he's a fucking insane person.
Yeah, but he's also a genius because he writes the most...
How was he insane? I thought he had like a disorder or something.
Does he? I don't know.
Pretty sure, yeah. Like, didn't he say he had some form of Asperger's?
I don't know, man. I don't follow him. I focus more on the other one.
I don't know he has Asperger's, but
I don't
it
watch
makes
that
sense.
show because the fan base makes me want to kill myself.
No, you don't watch that show because you're not smart enough to understand.
You don't understand.
Uh-huh.
You need
I'm
to
not
have.
smart.
You need to have.
I'm not smart enough
without
to understand
a thorough
cartoon.
grasp of theoretical physics. The jokes will just go over your head. You simpleton.
It's a really well written and
Pickle
crafted
Rick?
Cartoon for adults. That's really what it is, and people make it much more. The whole Pickle Rick thing was a throwaway joke.
I'm Pickle Rick.
They literally turned it
I'm
into a meme.
Pickle Rick.
Remember that guy who got a tattoo of Pickle Rick?
When I think of
Yeah,
He's not gonna regret that ever.
never.
when I think of like the most hard, the most difficult concepts in the universe to conceive of, to think about, I think of Pickle Rick, because it's extremely intelligent. Dan
What about
Harmon's
not
a
existing?
genius.
What about that? Wrap your head around that. Seriously, think about it. Not existing. Like, do you imagine darkness? Well, that's wrong.
I think
because
so.
you don't,
I
because
was
you
in the
don't
void for a
exist,
bit.
dude.
I was in the void for a little bit. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I saw The Void. It was a good movie.
Enter the Void was a good movie.
I think. Okay.
I haven't seen those movies.
Okay,
But seriously,
You guys want to talk about rappers? Let's talk about rappers.
No, I want to see which void movie are you talking about? Is it the one where it's like he shows him incepting the egg, and then it shows him being born, and then it shows him dying, and then it shows him entering the void?
Jack, we forgot to do the traditional thing that we do every episode.
which is
Of your two people sitting on either side of you, which is me and River, which one of us is the thickest bitch?
what define thick, like
thick,
junk in the
like
trunk,
when you hear the word thick,
or like
when you hear the word thick, which one of us comes to mind first?
River's pretty thick. I mean, like,
Yeah,
because
but
he's shorter.
Which
so
one
the
of us?
proportions
Yeah, but
are
which one of
like-
us? Yeah, but like which one of us is more thick? With
We're
two
talking
C's?
like double C, right?
Yeah,
Capital
two
C.
C's. Two C's.
Neither.
No, you got to pick one. Those are the rules.
But neither of you are thick.
You got to pick. Which one of us is less thick then?
I don't know, dude.
Which one of us is more thick?
I don't smoke penises, dog.
Look at me and River's face, and then tell us which one is more
I ain't
thick.
no goddamn snow.
Without knowing you, probably River.
Fuck you. I'm editing that
But
out.
since I know both of your guys' personalities,
I'm editing that out of the podcast. That didn't happen.
You edit it out in post.
Yeah,
Do some
I'll
After
do it
Effects.
Post Malone.
Post Malone, congratulations.
All right, let's talk about rappers. This is a good segue. All right, so River, who's
Those
your
are
favorite?
terrible segue.
Who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite rapper? This is not a good podcast. You know how many fans we have? 2. It's Michael, one of the guys on the podcast, and then Michael's friend.
Michael's also on the podcast.
Michael's also on the podcast often. You would know if you watch the podcast ever. Have you ever seen a single episode of this podcast or listened to one?
No.
Why?
Dude, I watch H3H3 pretty much every day of my life, and I literally just saw one of his podcasts for the first time in like 3 years.
Here's the thing. H3 has gone so far down in quality.
No, not really.
Yeah.
They just do different stuff.
You gotta stop hitting the thing. You
And they
gotta
have-
stop hitting this mic stand with your foot.
No,
They
because
dingus.
I liked it when he was coughing, and now he doesn't do that anymore. Like
Yeah, he doesn't cough anymore.
like in Rick and Morty. And Rick
So
and Morty.
because he doesn't cough, it's not a good...
Yeah, it's not
in
funny
Rick and
anymore.
Morty, I miss Pickle Rick. I want more Pickle Rick episodes.
Uh-huh.
I want more shouting Pickle Rick. I want more show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
I want more memes.
Let's talk about rappers. River, who's your favorite rapper?
I would say probably Depression M. He's really good.
Sure it's not Lil Dicky?
I like Lil
I've heard of
Dicky.
that guy.
He's good.
We already know your favorite rapper, Max.
Benny Tron?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him on the podcast.
That was
someday.
me, too. That was all me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
all
You
me.
introduced me to Benny Tron.
Yeah.
And then I did a song with him.
Yeah.
Who did a song with him? Me, not you.
Wasn't that good.
It was really good, alright?
It was okay.
I'm gonna have Benny on the podcast one day, and then that podcast is gonna have 1 million views.
Well, Benny Trung has topped out at like a couple 100,000. So like, take the average of 2 and 100,000, round down a little bit. It's probably more like 1,000 views.
Nah.
If you put him in as like the only tag is Benny Trung.
Nah, because he's gonna promote it on his Twitter. You guys follow Benny Tron on Twitter?
No, I
It's-
don't have Twitter.
It's weird.
I follow Donald J. Trump.
I follow Donald Trump just so I can know
Donald
if we're
Trump?
at war. Like, I want to know.
Really, that's not up to us anymore. That's up to North Korea. But I have a feeling they're like that kid in the playground that's like, my dick is so big, dude.
My dick is so
You just
big.
gotta look at it and tell me how big it is.
It's so
Look at it.
it's long. It's got girth. All right, it's got girth.
It's more important.
What
But the thing is
what
like
little
they're not,
Jimmy doesn't know.
they're not
It's
actually
not.
gonna do it though.
It's not Link that
Like
man.
they're not gonna bomb
right.
us, dude. You know
Hey.
why? Because they're literally will just be gone.
Hey Jack, you want to hear about this movie me and River saw called Happiness?
Happiness is the best movie ever created.
This movie is titled very well because all of the characters in the movie are very sad.
So
Except-
it sounds
except for one of them.
it sounds pretentious as fuck.
Oh, it's very pretentious. See, it's a touching love story between an adult man and 2 little boys.
Oh wait, that's the one where he
Philip
plays
Seymour
a
Hoffman?
pedophile, right?
Yeah.
That
So
movie's really good.
you
That movie is nuts.
But you
'Cause
watch a
my
lot of it.
favorite
That
scene.
movie's actually really good.
You watch all
Oh
of
my
it.
God.
And
I
you
didn't know
get
you were
through
talking
it,
about that.
and
I
you're
thought you were talking
saying,
about like a Netflix
No,
original.
no,
like-
no. We're
You're
talking about
saying
that
to
movie.
yourself, you're watching the whole entire movie, and by the end of it, you're saying, you know what? If I were to be one of these people, I'd rather be the pedophile.
Yeah, because he's the only one who is like actually happy ever. Everyone else in that movie is miserable all the time.
It's so bad. It's so sad.
My favorite conversation from that movie was
I came.
no, it's not I came. It was like the little boy goes up to his pedophile dad, who he doesn't know he's the pedophile. He's like, my friend's dick's bigger than mine. And his dad's like, well, you know, it's not length that matters. It's girth. And he says it like girth.
And it's this. Oh, and it's that guy too.
Yeah,
like
it's like
Dylan
this little
Baker.
kid.
He's like this mousy guy. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
It's girth.
Yeah, it's girth. And then the scene ends where the kid's like, oh man, I just want my dick to get really big. And then the dad's like, do you want me to measure? And then you're like, stop. Stop.
Hammer time.
What about, how did that movie end, River?
It ended. Well, I guess what story arc are you talking about?
The little kid, the little boy.
Well, the little kid, he's on the balcony enjoying the sun and the cool breeze, and he's looking down at the beautiful beach, and he sees a very robust woman.
Also, by the way, definitely fake.
Definitely fake, and he continues to do something he's been wanting to do the entire movie, achieving something great, and he goes and shares it with the entire family.
he comes on the railing that is on the balcony, and then he goes to his family who's all eating dinner. He's like, "Hey guys, guess what? I came." And then that's the end of the movie.
And then the dog licks it. And
Oh yeah, the dog licks it. Dog licks it off the rail, and then goes and licks his mom's mouth.
It was a pretty good movie.
It was a weird movie.
That was a great movie.
It made me like uncomfortable.
Wholesome
It made me uncomfortable laugh like
I felt bad for
a lot of times.
I felt bad for the lady who was married to the pedophile guy.
not the kids that he molested.
No.
Just his wife, because she knows about it.
No, but because at the end of it, I mean, in the beginning of it, she was very happy, and then
She wasn't. She was miserable.
Dude, what
She
the fuck?
wasn't miserable.
No, she wasn't.
She was not miserable.
Yeah, she was.
She loved her husband, and yeah.
No.
Yeah. Don't get excited just because we're talking about pedophiles.
Sorry for scratching my waist.
Do you like that the really long and uncomfortable scene where he's trying to roofie the little boy?
You want your sandwich?
Don't you want your sandwich? Why don't you eat your sandwich? Eat the fucking sandwich.
Don't you want your sandwich?
We were talking about rappers, and you guys turned it into
pedophiles.
it's
like, put
It's
an
related.
ER on there.
Gucci
There you
gang,
go.
Gucci
So
gang,
really,
Gucci
what
gang.
you're trying to segue to is R. Kelly is the next topic, right? You're gonna put
You
two topics in one.
gotta take your foot off the mic stand, my guy.
No, it's not the mic stand. That's a desk.
Yeah, because I'm
That's
poor.
a desk.
You're gonna have to stop doing that though. All right, what were we talking about?
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. River, who's the best rapper?
Probably of our generation would have to be Lil Yachty.
What line of his were we singing earlier?
No, not it. 21 Savage's
Oh, that was
line?
21 Savage? Okay.
21 Savage was like,
I sent my
I
bitch to the store because we ran out of soda.
bitch, I'm trying to cook this Yola.
Do you get it? Because they don't have any more soda left. So he sends his bitch to the store to get some because they're out of it.
Dude, you need soda. How else are you going to make some lean?
Yeah, you gotta make that good drink.
That good lean.
People
can't-
can't see you.
People
Can't
can't
see
I
you.
know.
You can't-
Jack, put your foot down before I put it down for you.
Oh.
World star.
But we have to talk about Dear White People.
Okay.
You gotta talk about like literally anything for more than a minute.
Jack, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I've never been on a podcast, and you
Well,
have no questions
look,
for me
here's
because
the
I'm
thing.
not interesting.
Here's the thing, Jack. Usually when we do these podcasts, you just have three people to get together, and then three people who have like a good rapport with each other, and then they talk and they make each other laugh. But you aren't doing that because you're boring. Jack, ever since you lost the weight, I don't like you anymore. You bore me. You're not funny like you used to be. Like, remember that day in school when you were just roasting me left and right, and I couldn't get a word in because you were just on fire?
Yeah.
What happened to that Jack? Did he die?
I think what happened is I became a normal person with social manners and appetites.
I liked you much better when
Much better.
I liked you much better when you were fat.
Aw. I was all cuddly and soft.
No, because you
hold
like
me
you
and
didn't.
whisper sweet nothings in my ear at
Yeah,
night.
yeah, whatever, all that good stuff. Because you didn't care about like.
Normie shit.
Yeah.
Normie shit. You
Yeah,
mean
you
what?
like you would make jokes, and you don't do jokes as much anymore. You're like kind of boring now. Remember when we went to go to the VTCT or whatever it was, and we couldn't stop laughing because the movies were so bad.
Yeah.
What happened to that, Jack? Where'd he go? Huh?
We're not doing anything fun right now.
Jack,
this
Jack,
is-
do you remember the car ride home? We were just sitting in the car, and it was like we couldn't breathe because we were laughing real hard. Jack, do you remember when you didn't suck as a human being?
No. I must have just tuned it out.
Jack, you know what your problem is?
Huh?
Your girlfriend. Gotta get rid of her.
Oh my
Dump her.
You're bringing it back now?
Dump her.
You're bringing it back?
Dump
Bringing
her.
it there.
You gotta get rid of her.
Uh-huh.
Because as the Bible said, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
I like that mic stand.
I believe that was Austin 316.
Max wants someone to be alone with.
I'm very alone. I am very familiar with the void.
Stop.
The void is everything. The void will consume all. The prophet has foretold of the coming of the void. All praise Rondo, all shall become clear when the void consumes us.
Is Rondo the rail thing?
No, Rondo's fucking Rondo. Dick.
Fuck is Rondo, dude?
It's a very obscure reference, and if you get it, I'll...
Oh, is that Castlevania?
Nope.
Fuck, it's from like Three Things.
No. It might be from Three Things, but the one I'm thinking of is a very obscure iPhone game. DLC for an iPhone game. I'm not joking. That's where Rondo's from.
Mm.
Yeah, no one knows because it's very obscure. If you know it, 10 points.
I don't know, dude.
Rondo?
Jack, say something funny that will make me smile.
China.
Alright, okay, do something else. Something that's not stolen from H3H3, Papa Bless.
Something that's not stolen, you know? Because Max likes to steal jokes.
I have no problem with stealing jokes as long as...
You're not Amy Schumer.
Look, here's the thing.
The floor is someone else's jokes. Amy Schumer takes it.
Here's the thing about Amy Schumer. I don't have a problem with her like stealing jokes because I feel like if you tell a joke that you've heard somewhere else, it then becomes your joke. My problem with Amy Schumer is that she's not funny. Like you can tell jokes other people have told. That's fine.
Only because that's only because you think women can't be funny. I know that because you're saying Amy Schumer isn't funny and she is also a woman. So that's obviously what.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
really.
that's
the main thing.
You think
but
women
also
can't
she
be
steals
funny.
people jokes. Yeah.
Look, I have no problem. The stealing jokes doesn't bother me. It's that she does it worse than the person who did it that she stole it from. Like she does it so much worse that it's like it's not funny. More importantly, she's fat.
She's not even fat.
She's not attractive, which means she has no value as a human.
Max.
Just in case you didn't know, that's called a satire joke. It's not for real.
But you actually
don't hate me, Tumblr.
But you actually believe this.
No.
But you actually are not exaggerating.
Like when the mic turns off, this is all you talk about.
When the mic turns off,
like you say I'm a terrible person, I'm not funny anymore, but like you get into serious issues. You hate women, like you hate them.
I've seen Max go on hour-long rants about how women should be unequal because if they were equal, they would gain power and destroy everything around them because they don't know how to.
But I feel like
okay, rant singular. It was one.
You actually did have a rant.
No, yeah, but I was like, in my defense, I was very tired, and I was in that place where like you just say shit.
Tired of women.
I was
tired of women.
I hadn't slept in like a whole day.
Because you slept as fuck, dog.
Oh yeah, I'm slept as fuck. You guys like my little trophy here?
If you're
what you're saying is when you haven't slept, you get woke.
If you're
like all the black people on BT, they're always like, yeah, say it.
Sister, you know I always think about.
I don't understand how Dear White People is not being boycotted by black people. Because there's so many stereotypical. They go and watch a movie with the black people, and like, fucking 3 seconds in, they're like, tell it, girl.
When I watched,
like, how do they get away with that?
I said, sister, you know I'm always woke.
See, because they're celebrating
but that's how it's
being
said
black. It's not that they're pandering to their black audience. It's that they're being woke.
Yeah, but like it's a racist depiction of black people.
But dude, I just want to have.
It's a stereotype. That's racist.
I want to have my blackface party in peace. I want to. That's all I want. Why can't I?
Have you ever like put a?
Do you remember? Okay, so one of the big the big plot of the Dear White People is that they have a blackface party, and one of the things that they do early on is they go through the other years and they talk about other racist parties that the colleges had, and the first one is Cowboys and Injuns back in 1912, which I kind of understand because it was 1912. But then, like, in the 60s, they had what they called a wetback Cinco de Mayo. And I was like, no, they fucking didn't. No one did that. Ever.
That wall's gonna be taller than this.
No one in 1964 had a party at a college called Wetback Cinco de Mayo.
I want to have my
Absolutely not. That did not happen. If it did, then I'm very sad for the world.
Dude, you should always be sad for the world.
I'm always sad just because I'm alone, and it's been years. It's been years since I felt the touch of a woman.
I
That's
want
not
to
even
have my
close to true. What the fuck? It's been years.
How long has it actually been? Let's see.
Dude, you texted me the last. You
I
sent
did
me a
text you.
picture. You're like, look at this shit.
No, it wasn't a picture. No.
No, like a picture of you with someone, like standing with your arm around her.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
So you felt the touch.
Don't tell me.
Right?
Don't tell me.
that no, that doesn't
Don't tell me
count.
that was the
trying to smash,
Joker
boy?
costume thing. Did you send that to everyone you know? The Joker costume?
I'm
No.
so fucking cringe, dude.
Why
No.
you sent that to me like 50 times? I was like, stop.
I did because you don't like it.
It's disgusting.
Okay, first of all, I have come around on Suicide Squad. I was in denial the first time. We've talked about this
First
many
4
times.
times.
Yeah. No. First 2. The third time I watched it, I was like, this movie's bad.
Okay, let's see. Like, what if we
But
took
I
Heath
am
Ledger's
still
Joker?
very proud of my costume because I worked very hard on it and it was very creative the way that I did some of the elements.
It was well put together, but you put a lot of effort into a really shitty design.
What if we gold-plated shit?
Like the movie.
I'm still
even
still proud of it.
I know. I'm saying you should be proud of it because it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
But even in the movie, it was dumb.
I mean,
it's a
I
lot of
look
work.
just like him though.
You know, it was a
didn't I?
lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of work. The rape of Mangine. That was a lot of work.
Okay. Wow.
And the Suicide Squad was the rape of many superheroes, comic icons.
Can I get a Sandusky in here?
that I love.
You guys want to talk about who's that?
Have
the
you ever like
producer
put
guy?
a Q-tip in your belly button? There's like brown stuff in there, and
You
find
know that
out
my
that
belly
it's, like,
button goes all the way
and
to
that-
the other side.
That like you literally
What the
find
fuck?
that like
Yeah,
that.
look. Go put your finger in there.
I'm not gonna do that.
Look
That's
how deep it goes.
disgusting.
Look at this.
It's fucking pen is.
Stop.
Look how deep that is. Look at that. That's like 3 inches. Look,
It's
okay,
not
look,
like
look,
its
look,
girth.
look at that.
Dude, it fucking flipped when it got out. It
I
made
know,
a
right?
noise.
What? What Michael Pratt asked you?
Why do we keep getting Amber Alerts?
Because children are getting.
Like I told you,
raped.
man. I don't even like.
See, here's the problem with Amber Alerts. I don't know anything about cars, so like, they're like, oh, look out for a white Chevy.
It says 2007. This is the color and the license plate.
Yeah, and like, I immediately after I see that, I'm like, oh, I should probably look out for that. And then as soon as I put my phone back in my pocket, I'm like, what car was it again? What color was it? I don't know. I don't remember it. I don't remember things. It immediately leaves my mind.
Are you on Hot or Not right now?
Are you
What
really
the
on
fuck?
Hot
He
or
was
Not?
on Hot or Not?
No, he wasn't.
I was.
You literally using like what Burger King is to McDonald's. You're using the Burger King of Tinder apps.
No, nobody.
Do you use Grindr?
Nobody
It's
talks. No,
Because like
that's for
usually
gay people.
you usually can't find women on there, but they're
I
you
That's-
know, they're on there. They're on there.
They're
it's
not-
it's mostly dudes trying to smash, but
That's
like if you don't want to stick a
Do you know from
dingus-
experience?
if you don't want to stick a dingus in your dumper,
What kind
then,
of?
like,
Why do you like? Okay, I want to get
just
a dating
filter
app.
for like the most.
I'm a
feminine
straight
man.
male. I want to get a dating app. I'm gonna get Grindr.
Because it's all about that grind.
You gotta eat, sleep, and shit you too.
It's grind.
What time is it? Grind time.
Listen, I just like everyone on Grindr, and it's usually.
Have you gotten a
successful.
super like though? Psst, feels so good knowing that someone wants to slip his donger in your doobit.
So
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like no lube.
Are you
raw.
guys
Like he literally wants to come where poop goes.
am I the only one that is like really, really proud of myself when I'm checked out by a gay guy?
No, I feel you.
I don't.
River, you gotta
I
take
don't-
it. I heard your phone vibrate just now.
They
Okay.
probably just said not fucking not squared super not.
That's
They
not a fucking
paid like fucking $15 a month or whatever fucking scam it is for Tinder to get a super knot. They're like, fuck you, dude.
There's a super knot.
There should be for your ass, dog. They probably
Damn.
saw your profile. We're like, shit.
We gotta get
Frosted
cracking.
Tips alert.
River, your hair looks
that.
stupid.
You know, my profile on that is like from when I was still in high school. I didn't change it.
You still getting laid off of your high school pics, man?
No, I don't
getting
go
laid
on
off
it
a high
because
school
I
Grindr account, dog?
I look 16.
Did you find that guy from Happiness when you're using Grindr? Like,
You'll come.
it's about
soon
girth.
enough. You'll come. Don't worry.
It was so weird.
That was so. I don't think like even if you had a kid and you wanted to talk to him about that kind of stuff, you wouldn't like.
I watched the movie It Comes at Night last night. I was really disappointed that it wasn't a close-up shot of a dude jizzing in my face. Like, there was a dog on the cover, so I thought maybe it would fuck some chick in the butt, but it didn't. Like,
My
it was literally-
my new
it was
favorite
a supernatural movie. But
my
like,
new favorite genre of comedy is porn parodies. Like you guys,
no,
you guys
they're
know,
literally cancer.
Do you
They're
guys know
awful.
about the 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, you showed me that one.
It's so good, dude.
I watched it, and
SpongeBob
Like,
SquareNuts.
I tried to do my thing with that one, and I literally was just like, I'm disgusted.
No, because like
I'm a bad
you
human
have
being.
to do it when the turtles aren't on screen. When they do it when it's the other dude.
You mean when it's an actual person?
Yeah, when
and
it's like a human being.
the Casey Affleck scene. Fuck, it's so racist.
Wait a sec. Is Ben Affleck married?
Not anymore. Fucking Jennifer Garner told me he had a little tiny dick in the media, and then was like, "Oh, I'm leaving, but I'm taking half your shit." So really, it's par for the course. That's how it works.
I just can't stop thinking of Brendan Fraser.
What was I talking about?
What was I talking about?
Because you said take half your shit, and I immediately think of Brendan Fraser.
Why?
Because his wife took half his shit and still taking more.
Okay, dude.
Well, yeah, because, you know.
Oh, I want to talk about.
That's the problem is they got married before he was famous, and he didn't think to be like, oh, maybe at some point I would like half my shit not stolen. Because really, it's like it's like insurance. You're
always
just
get a prenup
No, but
because
half
without a prenup, marriage is a binding of love and money. With a prenup, it's just a binding of love, and isn't that more romantic? That's how you sell it to
But
your
that's
girl.
the thing,
Half
though,
my
is
shit is coffee.
most relationships fail because of money differences.
Exactly.
Like, that's the study. They literally fail because of that. Because either the dude is like a shitbag who doesn't do anything, or the lady's a shitbag who doesn't do anything. And they're like, well, I like...
Man or woman, you gotta work. Support your significant other.
No. Let's not
like,
talk about that.
If you got a woman,
think about it.
go bring home the bacon for that woman.
stop.
You got
Like-
a man, treat your man. Work hard to treat him. If you got a lady, work hard to treat her.
Max, I've heard you say, on record, women shouldn't work because they distract the men.
That's just not true.
That's not even fucking true. None of us would say that, even as a joke. That's almost too ironic.
You know what's really
That's too
sad?
real.
There are people who really think that.
It's not really sad. It's just disappointing. Like, that human being...
Like,
was-
you can't
think
go
about-
5
okay, but
seconds. You
think-
can't look at a woman without being like, dude, I gotta fuck that right now.
Okay, that's... Okay,
Dude,
that's
one
really
time
off.
I stared
okay, but like,
straight
no, think
at
about
a
it.
woman's ass for an hour straight and wouldn't move.
Think about it. Like, think about all the shit that has to happen for you to be born. Like, your parents have to be born, but then they have to come together out of all the billions of people on the planet in the same place at the
This
same
is gonna
time,
involve math. I don't want to
fall
do
in
math.
love,
I just did
have a
math.
kid, and then it happens to be you. But then you turn out to be a sexist, racist asshole. Like, isn't that really disappointing? It's that makes.
See,
you sad.
here's my problem with that old like math thing.
But people
like
like-
oh,
no,
there's like
no,
a one in
no.
there's a one in a
Like,
trillion
listen,
billion chance that you'll be you'll even be alive.
Like,
but
no,
it's
no,
not
but-
though, because if a different sperm wins the race,
No, you're
it's
still-
still
like-
you.
but, like,
it's just you're just different.
Just think about it though. Like, literally, all this shit has to happen for you to be born, and yet you're still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
why
that's
are you
what I
saying
deal
that
with every
someone's a
day.
Harvey Weinstein. That's the name of the guy I was trying to think of an hour ago.
Fucking, I know.
You're gonna say
He's in the
someone's-
news right now because he's like a super rapist or whatever.
Well, yeah, he made Bill Cosby acceptable for European people. He was a big water treader, you know, like it was a watershed moment in media.
Whoa,
Everyone
whoa.
realized that you didn't have to be black to rape a lot of young women.
I don't approve of that joke. No racist humor. Racism
Whenever I see a
is not
black
okay.
woman,
I tweeted about this. I said, I know it's an unpopular opinion. Quote, it's from my Twitter. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but if you're racist, I cannot be friends with you.
Whatever.
Normies are such fucking idiots.
Whatever
I
I
think
look up
that
my-
black people are people. So
Look up my
stupid.
Twitter. You'll see.
I see a black woman with a,
At Max
with a
Justice
white
10.
with
wanna-
a white man.
I just want
and
to
I say
explore her whole. I just want to know, like,
interracial
where that
couples.
nigga get at though. You know what I'm
Interracial
saying?
couples are a form of bestiality
Do you just
because some of them are animals and some of them are people.
You know, as fucked up as it is at work today, I was thinking there was a dude that came in my line. I thought, wow, it looks kind of like a monkey. But then I looked up and he happened to be black, and I was like, wait, does that mean the thought was racist? Because I didn't know he was black when I thought he looked like a monkey.
Oh my
But would
God,
it be
that is so
but,
racist.
But wouldn't
what
it
you said.
technically
You could have kept
but
that
think about
in
it.
your mind?
Would it not be racist though?
If it
If
was
like
a
you
white
didn't
person?
know about the monkey stereotype, like what if you were a little kid and you said that? It would still be racist to that
Okay.
person,
So
right?
so I've been told this story.
I didn't know he was black. I was listening like, wow.
I don't
it
know.
looks kind of like Caesar. Fucking.
I don't know if this
Planet
is
X,
true.
dude.
I don't know if this is true, but I've been told this story about me when I was a little boy, like before, like I was like 1 or 2, and I was in the like Ralph's with my mom, and there was a black person behind me, and I said, "Look, Mom, a monkey," and she got really embarrassed, but the dude played it off, and he went like. And he like did like a little dance and it made me laugh and whatever. I don't know if that's true. I do not remember that happening.
That. Oh my God.
I was like 1 or 2. All right.
Really?
I wasn't old enough
hey.
to even know about.
I was a monkey for Halloween. I get free pass.
You were a monkey in your senior graduating photo.
Heck, I know a couple monkeys.
Harambe.
That monkey owes me $5.
That monkey, I don't like monkeys.
Did you guys know it's racist to
Wouldn't that make
call-
sense though? Because they call
That's
us
so
monkeys,
racist.
but we call them a monkey. Wouldn't that be like?
This is getting
not
more
good.
racist as it goes
I
on.
feel like
Did you
that's
guys
not
know
good.
that it's racist to? Did you guys know it's racist to call a black person boy?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know that.
That's
Well,
not
and I,
racist. How did
you know what it is?
No, that is racist.
It is.
That's
It's very
very
racist.
How is it
But here's the
racist?
thing: I call
Because-
everyone.
Yeah,
Jack,
I
how
call
many times do I
everyone
call
boy.
you boy?
We call each other boy all the time.
Like
I
I'm like,
didn't do
oh,
that
look
'cause
at
I
that
saw-
boy over there.
I didn't even say it because I saw the black dude do it in that one stupid Vine
Here's
that was
the thing,
made. I literally just call people boy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Boy
fun.
is
like,
racist
hey,
because that's
boy.
what you would call
Look
servant,
at that.
servant man.
Look at that sweet boy.
That's what
Yeah.
you would call servant man.
See, I would describe Jack as a tall boy,
And-
and River, I would describe him as a dirty boy, and me, I'd describe as a funny boy.
Funny boy. I'm a green boy now.
yeah, because you're gay
like,
now. You went gay
You don't know what that reference is from.
because you're vegan.
That feels good.
Citizen
No.
Watch.
Full
Full Ross.
When you hit that pussy, she's gonna feel like she's getting shot by a taser, dude.
Did you know I once had a woman on this podcast? How progressive of me.
Once.
That's literally amazing.
How many times have you had a girl action on this podcast? I don't know.
Actually, there have been 2 podcasts featuring women. One of them
both
had
of them-
2 women on it.
First 2 podcasts.
Very progressive.
First 2 podcasts.
Threesome.
But
That's a lot of bandwidth
no,
on
River
YouTube.
was there too. It was me, River, and these 2
I was-
girls.
Oh, so
but
like a
I
little-
lost that one. Actually, no, I didn't lose it.
So
My
little-
dad lost it,
little
and I
MMFF.
haven't been able to get it back.
I was
And as soon as I
surprised-
get the audio back, I'm going to post it.
I
That's why
was-
there's no number 5. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
I was like just in shock the entire time that a woman entered your house, because that's an invitation.
True name.
That's an invitation.
It's like
when
a
you-
vampire that can't come in unless you invite him.
It's like when you take a girl out to dinner, she now owes you. You
Oh
know?
my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
That's
my
a great way to
goodness.
segue into Dear White People. No, it's not.
It's not. It's not at all.
Wasn't it a movie first?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Which was already pretty shitty.
Yeah.
And then they made a TV
But also,
show
like-
with less budget and
Like,
not
here's the
same
thing.
actors.
Here's the
Let's
thing.
solve our problems with violence.
I might be mistaken. I
Martin
may.
Luther King Jr. said that, right?
I may be mistaken, but I think that the real party that they're referencing, because there was something that happened at like Yale or something, like where the people were in blackface, but there was only like, it was a whole party of like 100 kids and only like 12 were in blackface.
Have you seen Birth of a Nation?
I actually had to watch that for my cinema class. I had to watch parts of it. Yeah,
What's Birth of a Nation?
it's the movie about how the KKK saved the United States
From what?
From black people.
from black people.
What
yeah.
are you talking about?
It was-
Greatest threat to American national security.
It was back in like, when was it? 19.
Well,
30?
Yeah, like 29 or something.
they're
20
great.
yeah,
they're
29.
they're a threat because they look like people, but they're actually animals and they can be trained to do stuff like talk to
That
them.
literally describes like every human on the planet, though.
Yeah, we're all animals, man.
Yeah, but that's what they're described
But we're
as.
so smart, though.
by
That's
the
why we
KKK.
fuck up the planet.
We're
And
so
then we
smart.
just watch TV instead of actually do something.
Hey, we're so smart. We're smarter than evolution. You know how evolution designed us to like move around and stuff and like have muscles? Yeah, fuck that. I would sit on a couch and play video games.
No, fuck
Remember
that.
when you did that and you got fat and then you got funny and now you're skinny and no one
I
likes
got
you?
fat, and then I got
How much weight did you lose, honestly?
like 80 pounds.
That's a lot.
Damn, that's
actually,
a lot
that
of
is
weight.
really impressive.
I've remained this weight my entire life.
Honestly,
Actually,
though,
wait, no.
Jack, I do think you are a little too skinny because you can see your
85
ribs.
pounds. Like 85 pounds.
That's very impressive.
No, you can't
but
see
you're
his ribs.
no. Look, lift up his shirt. Look at that.
I have
No,
a
he's still
big.
got
I'm
fat,
barrel
though.
chested, dude.
Yeah,
He's got
but you
fat,
can
though.
see your ribs.
No, but
dude.
he's got fat. He just
I have
stores
no
it.
muscles. That's
He
the problem.
stores it. He stores it in a different place.
I do. Start him on dick.
That's what I was. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Jack, do you have anything you want to pimp out?
Let's pimp out.
Like you got like a YouTube channel or something that you want to promote that I'll put in the
Yeah,
description?
can I
don't have
advertise? Can I please advertise my my
Oh,
collection?
your production company that makes
Yeah.
porn for children.
Yes.
It's wildly unpopular.
Do you make porn
that's our
for children or with children?
No,
because
for children.
Because with
It's
children,
not with children. That's illegal.
porn with children, I feel
No.
like is more interesting.
That's
You get
illegal
more
No,
bandwidth.
and immoral.
This
porn
is porn
for
for children.
Oh, but if you put
It's
it on,
wildly
but if you
It's a
put it
great
on-
Christmas
No, but as
gift.
long as you make a tangible copy, it's copyrighted. They can't strike it because
We
it's
sold-
on Google Drive, so you can keep the child porn.
We sold 3
What?
copies. We sold 3 copies of porn for children to
For children?
a man in Greece.
Was it literally just
I'm
you?
pretty sure he didn't speak English and didn't know what it was, but he bought all 3 of the copies that we made because we hand make them.
He
Not
probably
enough
thought it
people
was
buy
porn with children as well. Like he probably thought that.
That we've had a couple people ask us for
that
porn
would be a
with children.
great porn parody. Porn with kids.
No,
Married
oh
with
my
kids.
God,
Instead of married with kids.
No,
Instead of
stop.
fucking Al.
Stop.
It's this little 7-year-old in a
Stop.
tie that's too
No.
big for.
no. You know, okay,
There's
so
like
you know how porn parodies always
fucking-
have a different name?
and it's-
Stop, Jack, I'm gonna
it's
stop you right
like-
there before this
it's like a
gets-
Japanese
We need,
porn star.
YouTube doesn't want to monetize this.
It doesn't want to monetize it because you don't make views.
That's
you don't
true.
get views.
That's true.
You get like what?
So I've posted like, this is 10, so this will be 9 hours of content to this channel. My total watch time is like 160 something minutes for across the entire channel.
That's all Michael.
It is all Michael, it really is. But he hasn't
I
even
watched-
watched all of them all the way.
I only watch to hear myself talk.
Why do you do that?
I'm
Everyone
joking.
hates
I'm
it.
joking. I don't do that.
All right, but you know how porn parodies always have different titles?
Yeah.
Here's a good game that I like to play because I know all the answers. What are the movies that the porn title is the same as the regular title? There are 2.
E.T.
No,
Oh wait, no.
that'd be ED, dummy.
Really? It's called ED? I thought
ED,
it was
Yeah, it's called
special
ED.
ED.
ED. So, is it enormous dick or something? Or extra dick or something?
Extra
Yeah.
Extra dick. When
No,
you
it stands
have
for erectile dysfunction. He's got to use his hands. His long ass
His
fingers.
finger.
Ouch.
There's a glow when she comes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay. Let me think of Spaceballs.
No, why would they make a parody
No,
of a parody? That'd
no,
be
you
retarded.
can't make
I
a
don't
parody of
know,
a parody.
But I was just
Here, the
throwing
answers.
what I could
There are
think
2
of.
answers. They are 12 Angry Men.
Angry Men.
Yeah, 12 Angry Men. That's the name
I
of a
didn't watch the
movie.
end of that movie.
The porn parody is called 12 Angry Men. It's the same title. And then the other one
Is
that
it
has
a
the same
gay
title.
porn? It's literally
Yeah, it's
12
gay-
men in
it's
a
a gay-
room. Okay,
yeah.
I was like, it's 12 men in
Yeah,
a
you
room.
watched it.
Yeah. Whatever. I thought it was the other one.
Watch it all the way through. Oh, this isn't the right one.
Yeah, people were. I was very confused.
You're
They're
like,
like, oh, this movie's like the
you're
greatest
just
movie
like-
ever.
no,
It's
you're
a courtroom
you're-
drama. I'm like, I don't get it. This dude's just doing this other dude in the butt.
But then, like, you watch the real one, and you're just like, at the end of it, you're covered in fluids, and you're like, where am I?
He covered in
And you're like,
fluids.
wow, why was I crying? That was intense.
That's both of them.
That's the power of 12 Angry Men.
All right, and the other title is March of the Penguins.
What the fuck did they do with March? They
What
just
about
add in,
Ostrich?
like, morph suit guys
No,
fucking
no.
a penguin in the mouth in the real
No.
movie or something?
No.
What?
What about when movies get so depraved that you can make like a regular version of them, like 120 Days Sodom? There's got to be a censored version of it, right?
There is no censored version. Do you know what 120 Days Sodom is? We're not going to talk about it on this podcast because me and River are going to watch it again tomorrow with Michael for the first
I'm
time.
gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, you are gonna do that.
I'd rather watch 12 Angry Men.
No, we gotta watch Under 20, and then we're gonna talk about it on the podcast. It's like the most hard to watch movie ever.
No, I wouldn't say
Also-
most hard to watch movie ever. Because the movie that's really hard to watch is one that's boring you so much that you actually fall asleep.
Well, what makes
This
it
is
hard to
one.
watch?
This is one. What makes it hard to watch?
Yeah, what makes it hard to watch?
There's a dude where you never know if he's gonna just all of a sudden start eating your ass, and he's like one of the
Is
good
it a
guys.
documentary or is it? A
No,
movie?
it's like it's
Not one of the good guys.
he isn't he? I don't know who the good guys are in that
There's
movie.
no
Everyone's
good guy.
an idiot.
It's just a clusterfuck.
He really is. There's a scene where everyone eats poop.
real poop.
Yeah.
Like you looked it up and it said real poop.
No, I don't know.
Of course, it's not real poop.
No, it's not real poop.
Dude,
duh.
if it was real, come on, there are movies where people eat real poop.
Yeah, but those are fetish.
You guys know
movies, actually.
Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's not real death though.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
no, it had real
Are you
animal
touching
death.
my
No,
foot?
Yeah, but not humans,
Are
obviously.
you trying to be flirtatious by touching my foot?
No.
No
If I was
flirting
being
here.
flirtatious,
This is
I'd be
a
rubbing
flirt-free
my
zone.
dingus in your dumper.
Wow, that's really flirtatious.
Be like,
I was just being flirtatious at work
it's
when I
called-
touched your breast.
You draw donuts.
It's called the Cosby approach.
Well, the Cosby
I wanna
approach is
be
you offer them a
flirtatious.
drink.
I'm Cosby curious, Cosby. Let me curious inside you.
Hey, you guys remember when he came out of the courtroom? Hey, hey, hey! You guys don't remember that?
No.
He came out of the courtroom and was like,
Did he
Cosby,
do that?
Cosby, what's happening on the 50 allegations of rape? And he just goes, hey, hey, hey!
Wait, what?
I'm
Well,
not joking.
Shut up, dude.
Look it up. It's real. He comes out of the courtroom after being accused of like 56 counts of rape or something, and the first words he says are, hey, hey, hey! It's real.
He's just playing it cool. He's just playing it cool, dude.
What happened to him?
Bill Cosby's his everyone uncle, but a lot of people's uncles are,
Well, Dave Chappelle made a good point, though. He has a new stand-up on Netflix. He was saying, like, but think about all the cool stuff he did. Like, imagine, like he went with like a clinical psychologist and made sure there were no negative images of black people on TV when he was like working. And then he also is the one that got like a couple people their starts. And Martin Luther King's speech, he's the one that made the PA system. He paid for the mics and the system there for him to speak with.
I
So
don't
like,
think that's accurate.
no, he did that. He did that shit.
All right.
But like then he raped people.
Look. The Hitler Youth
Then he raped
also
people.
taught kids
He
math.
he rapes, but he saves.
Yeah, look, the Hitler Youth also
Hitler
taught kids math and shit.
revolutionized the animal rights in Germany.
They showed that an
he
ideal.
did.
It's like
It's
the
like
Sam
insane.
Hyde paradigm shifts. Like it just shows that great ideas are sometimes terrible ideas. Look what 11 people who could accomplish, and they couldn't even speak English. They're talking about 9/11.
Oh my god.
Like, look what these people could accomplish, and they didn't even speak English.
No, but yeah, so there are some bad people out there who do a couple good things. Like I said twice already, the Hitler Youth taught kids like how to do math and read and stuff, and brought a lot of young Germans out of.
They also destroyed the Rhinehart's, like, what is it? The Rhineland's
Yeah.
forests.
Well, I'm not saying Hitler's a good guy because he's not. He's a
but I'm
bad
just saying
dude.
I understand where he's coming from.
No. I'm saying that.
I understand where he's
I
coming
gotta be
from.
such
like,
a Jew.
You know, with some of it,
Why
with
do you
some
have
of
to have
it,
this shitty heritage?
with some of the stuff he says, I understand if people don't like get it, but like when you get down to the heart of the stuff that is going
the
on,
message. There's
the
always a grain of
message, the
truth
message,
in
you
every
think, like,
ideology.
eventually,
Have you ever heard that? It's so true. There's a grain of
Eventually,
truth in every
you're gonna
ideology.
agree. You're gonna agree.
I'm face palming right now. You can't tell because you can't see.
I don't know why you are, man. We're just speaking truth bombs. Like,
Dude,
fucking-
we're trying to stay woke.
we're red pilling your ass so
I
hard.
res-
You're slept as
I respect
fuck.
I am
women.
pretty
We're gonna woke your
I
ass
respect
up.
women. I watch dear white people. I'm woke. Okay.
I go on Tumblr. I look at furry porn. I'm a person. all
I
right?
know what Tumblr is.
Jesus
all right?
loves me.
I met someone online who's like, "Yeah, I'm a furry." I was
Yeah,
like-
I'm a furry. What you gonna do about
What
it?
you gonna do about it? Huh?
But not even that. Just
Like,
yeah,
if,
I'm a
if
furry.
you're a furry, like, you know, part of me is like, to each his own, you know, just
different
as long as
strokes
you're
for
not
different
hurting.
strokes.
Yeah, different strokes for different penises.
But you
know?
can't tell the age of the other
But-
person when they have
but-
that giant fucking.
No, but my question is, how can
That's
you?
part of the appeal.
How can
porn
you?
with kids?
Stop. Stop. Like my thing is like, how can you possibly make the argument like, oh, I'm a completely normal, well-adjusted person who likes to have sex in fursuits. That's totally.
But then
a
again,
normal
how do you
thing.
normalize things like I'm a normal person who talks to people, but I also like to stick my dick in a warm hole
I'm a normal
between
person.
someone's legs?
You know,
Isn't that also kind of weird?
I'm a
It
normal
is
person.
if-
But we're like biologically trained to want that, though.
yeah, we're biologically
like,
trained
that
to
makes
want
sense.
sex.
I'm a normal
But like,
person.
what if those people that do that? Their brains wire them to want to do bad shit. Like, technically, you should feel bad for them because the people that don't do it, that's like, imagine how much pleasure we get from doing normal things that sane people do, but they're wired to do really
That,
bad
actually, I haven't
things.
even thought of that.
But
That's
like,
actually really
like
sad.
that's the point of happiness is that he's a pedophile.
Oh my god!
But like, he doesn't do anything about it. He tries to, but then
yes, he does. He molests 2 kids.
You know, it's off screen. It's off screen.
It's
The
off
dude,
screen.
he
The kid
roofies the
bleeds out
kid.
of his ass.
He roofies the kid. Goes to his mom. Is like, Mom, there's blood in my BM. Can I stay over from school? And then the cops come. They're like, what the hell's going on, dude? And then they go to the dude's house. Oh my god, yes.
Don't worry, Billy. You'll come one
It's
day.
about girth. It's about girth. So
What?
Right before you got into
Jimmy
like, the
Santo
thing about
doesn't
happiness,
know.
when you were talking about like, you know, the brain's wired, when you were talking about furries, you almost like woke me for a second, but I'm back to being slapped, dog.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
but like that was
no,
that
but
was woke.
think about it though. Like it's
That was woke. That was totes.
like imagine you had the
Do it
impulse.
for real and don't make a joke.
Imagine
about
you had the impulse to eat people.
it. Okay.
Like, isn't that some of the most fucked up shit you've ever heard?
There's
But
impulses
imagine
to
that
want
that
to
was
eat.
the same thing for them that having sex is for us, or having a meaningful relationship with someone. But that's that in their brain. Like, imagine
It releases
being
the
told
same
by
chemicals,
yeah,
right?
like literally everyone in the world tells you it's wrong, and you're a freak if you did that. If someone found out, you would literally go to jail for your whole life.
But have you?
You know, you actually can eat people if they sign a thing.
No.
No. If they sign a thing and they die, in some states, you can actually you can eat.
You
can eat them.
you
can
can't
only eat part of them,
petition an illegal act in a contract though and pursue it because it voids the contract immediately.
Yeah, because you're breaking the law in the contract.
No. But in some states, there's like this thing where you have to sign this. There's a thing. It says when I die, this person can have can eat a part of me.
Yeah, but there was this man in Germany. I'm sure you already know about it. The guy who ate another guy, and yeah, it's like the most famous case for that. And like
People eat other people all the time.
yeah,
Especially
but,
in Japan.
but
Japan has
this-
a lot of cannibals. Have you seen
Japan?
that Vice documentary on that cannibal dude? They literally just go into his house and he's like, "Oh yeah, I just live here now. I'm retired." And then he's like showing them all the drawings and shit of this dead woman that he literally ate, and he's like explaining what the best part to cook is. And then he's like, "I tried biting into her ass, but it was too stiff. There was too much muscle, so I couldn't actually do it. So I had to cut it up in pieces and eat it later. So I saved it in my freezer."
What the hell?
That's a real documentary. He's a real cannibal. It was
What
like in
the
the
cannibal-
80s, and he was released from jail.
The
And he's
cannibal-
living in Japan right now.
Do you
at
remember that
home.
guy in 2014 in Sweden who shot up an island of kids? No.
What?
This is like there were a bunch of kids. He blew up a building.
fucking Lord of the Flies.
He blew up a
With
building,
guns.
and then there was this group of kids. They went to this like special camp island that they would do. They did this retreat every year, and then he went to that island with a bunch of guns, and he killed like 30 something kids, and he's gonna be out of jail in 18 years. Because the maximum sentence for any crime in Sweden is 20 years in jail.
Yeah, but you get
Socialism for you.
tried every 20 years after that. You get tried after the 20 years.
But
Again.
why
Yeah,
would you
they
want to
say-
give him a chance to get out, though?
The dude,
That
yeah,
gives
the
him a
dude
chance to
blew
get
up a
out.
building, blew up 2 buildings, and killed like
That gives
a
him
bunch
a
of
chance,
kids.
He literally
but there's
ended
no,
kids' lives.
There's
Like,
no
that
stacking
kid doesn't
of,
exist anymore.
Yeah.
And
Everything
it wasn't
that they
like
were
it
gonna
wasn't
be
like
is
he was
gone.
driving
There's-
drunk and he accidentally hit someone, which
The
sucks.
only
You shouldn't
difference-
do
He
it.
planned
but
that shit
he
out.
planned it out
and
for months.
Got the
And
most
I-
effective killing
I
weapon to
talked
kill
to someone
kids.
who used to live there, and she said the only difference is like we USA has like stacking tries. Like you can get 100 years in jail, also lifetime in jail, and then the death penalty.
Mhm.
Well, in Sweden you can only get one of those, and then after that thing is done, you get another one, and you can only stay in jail for a certain amount of time. So he's gonna go to jail for 20 years, not get out, but go through another trial and go to jail again for 20 years.
Yeah,
'cause
they
no one's
said
gonna
that
be
they
like,
said that it
That
is
seems like
un-
such a waste
it is
of
un-
dollars,
Yeah,
though.
it seems they said
But
in
they-
the
I know their
documentary.
tax system-
They're
In the
tax-
documentary
their
that I
taxes-
watched, shut up. In the documentary that I watched, they did say that it was unlikely that he'll ever get out of prison, but it shouldn't be unlikely. It should be not
Impossible.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. maybe we should be taking notes from them because our prison system is completely fucked and theirs is actually
Oh,
good.
for sure. Our prison system is garbage.
When you
But
find
think about it,
maggots
though.
in
Now,
the food,
that's the problem, though, with
there's a
most
problem.
societies, though, is that you set up a system, right?
Mhm.
And it works for a long time because there's not a lot of complications. But then you have these new problems come up and all these new people start coming around. And you have so much more rules and statutes.
Immigration!
But
Here's the
but
thing.
seriously, though. But then you have it for so long where you have this one system that everyone works with that you try to fix it instead of, like, replace it. So by the time you get, like, hundreds of years in, if you change that system, people are going to abuse it. And if you don't change that system, it's still going to be shit. So, like, the prison system, if you just changed it all of a sudden, you could never do it now. Because it's too widespread. Like, there's literally prisons in every state.
Prison
and
should
it's
just-
all run on the same system.
What about this? Crime Island. They did it with Australia. Look at
Have you
Australia
seen
now.
Escape from New
Look
York,
at Australia
dude?
now.
Come on.
Look at Australia. Australia's great. Everyone loves Australia. They want to go there all the time. That was a crime island. It was like they just took all the criminals and they put them in Australia.
They put
and now
criminals
Australia,
there, but that was
like,
also the place where British people who like to get hammered all the time went because they were not
300
allowed
years.
to.
300 years later, Australia's great. It's fantastic.
we should we should just make
Except everything.
It's
All
because
the
the
animals
criminals
want
all
to kill
fucking
you.
Make
killed each
prison-
other.
Yeah, exactly. Crime Island.
Yeah,
should
but they're
just
not
be-
trapped there. We have boats now. They were sent there, and
They
didn't
had
have
boats back then. How do you think they got to Australia, dingus?
You said it was a crime island. Why would they let criminals willingly go to an island? They would have to
No,
send them there.
Yeah, they
and
send
leave
them there on boats.
Yeah,
You don't think there's enough wood in Australia to build a boat?
there is. Does everyone know how to build a fucking boat? Have you?
I'm
built a
sure
boat?
if you put all the criminals
Dude,
on one
people-
island, one guy will know how to build a boat.
Yeah,
People back
that's-
then
see,
were
that's the problem.
At
insane.
least one guy
If you
will know how
put
to build
every
a boat.
single head together and they manage to do something together, they're going to find a way to get off the fucking island.
Exactly,
thing-
but they didn't.
The only thing people knew how to do back then was torture other people.
Yeah, they were really
Torture was fucked.
like medieval times. People are like, "Oh, there's so much violence today." No, it's not. Look at medieval times.
They actually did studies.
You know what
It's
they
like
did
the
for fun?
safest time to be alive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You live so fucking
Like,
long.
even
That's
though-
actually a problem now. 'Cause
even
you
though-
live so long with so many people, there's going to be too many people.
Even
Now,
if you try
wait,
to
here's
die,
the thing.
it's
There
almost
is
impossible.
there is a lot of problems with the police force and all that. We're not going to get into it. Like people of color have a tough time in certain neighborhoods. Whatever. We're not going to talk about that. We're talking about if you took every human on the planet at any given time and averaged their life easiness, now is the best time
For sure.
for every
There's
person on the
literally,
planet.
Run easy street.
See, the
'Cause African
problem now, the
children
problems
are-
now are all intellectual. That's the thing. It's because
You
in
guys
like
forget that America's like 3 times smaller than Africa, and they have a mass amount of problems. They have children in wars. They have diseases.
we're not talking about Africa. We're talking about here.
Yeah, we're talking about.
But
the
you're
now
talking
times.
about the most amount of people
You
having the
cisgendered
most safety.
scum. Get the fuck out of here. You privilege shaming us right now?
I'm saying Africa's massive, and they have lots of problems, and they
Yeah.
have lots of people.
Yeah.
They have more
But
people
also-
than
They
us.
also
the
have children
governments-
fighting in their armies.
governments-
That's part of the law there.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
governments in Africa. Do you think about the United States? However messed up our government may be, we still have one government, one central government.
Yeah.
Africa has like
They don't
20
have
different
it.
countries.
Yeah.
So many different governments, and
It's too
a lot
big.
of them are
It's
very
too
poor.
big.
It's massive.
That's
and
the problem.
so warlords
America's
come
too
up.
big, but we started small. Like everyone else had the shit to the left. Like to the west, we had like Boston, New York, and like a couple other shitty states
Africa-
that no one wants to live in even.
Africa has a
But like that
continent.
was literally
Boston's
it.
not even a state.
Yeah, whatever. That was a state back then. That was
No, it wasn't.
that was like the extent of a state.
Massachusetts.
No, they didn't. All of Massachusetts wasn't a state at first. You
Yeah, it
didn't have
was.
the entire state. No.
No, they extended Massachusetts later.
Yeah,
but it was still
exactly.
It wasn't just Boston. Boston was
Yeah.
a part of whatever.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean. There's like the colonies were basically just hubs. There's people that just lived in one spot. And then when we expanded shit, it got so big that we're like, we need something to be blanket across everything. But like you go to Europe and it's the same thing as Africa, only there's only like 8 countries in Europe. And they're all
I
islands.
can't
They're
think
all
of that.
split up.
Well, also, a lot
I
of
leave you
thing-
in Europe with AIDS, baby.
The thing about like Africa is that it's very spread out, and there's not a lot of like. It's still a lot of third. The thing about Europe is like they're all like first world
Yeah,
countries. in
no,
Europe,
it's first world.
And a lot of the
Everything's
places in
a city.
Africa, it's still third
It's
world.
third world, yeah.
It's a lot of people
Most
in
of the world's
Africa
a third world.
still
It's
believe.
such a weird head trip. Being
in, like-
born here and then realizing that most of the people literally will never have what we have.
Yeah, dude, air conditioning is the best
Dude,
thing ever.
it's like a book.
You know what
that-
the worst thing that ever happened to me was? I had to poop in a public bathroom.
It's been worse things
That's
that
the
have happened
worst
to
thing
you.
that's
Fuck
happened.
you.
What has happened to me that's worse than that?
I'm sure you.
I don't know, getting lampooned at a party you didn't want to be at with a bunch of shitty fake people.
Okay, we don't talk about that on the podcast.
You-
That's a personal
Max, we're
thing
talking about
that I told
moments
you
that make
about.
you-
That happens
cry.
to everybody, dude.
Not that bad.
You want to know what's not even?
It's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
No, you want to know what's okay? Never mind. That's too.
I don't know. Pooping in a public bathroom was really bad though. I don't like it. I don't like it because I like pooping at my house.
I do it if there's toilet paper in it. If I.
The
can
thing
save
about
it.
that, even a toilet is fucking wasteful.
Yeah.
Like, you flush liters of water down. People flush before they go to the bathroom because they're like, oh, wait.
Yeah, we're not-
There's
You gotta
like,
flush before I go to the bathroom because that's gross.
Yeah, I know we're going over an hour. Who cares? No one watches this except for Michael. He's probably not even gonna watch this one.
He's not gonna watch it unless he's in.
Nah. What? Right. Imagine explaining wishing wells to
Or
kids
like
in Africa.
appetizers and dessert.
Yeah.
Like
An
someone's like they have to
appetizer-
hunt,
Here's
for, they
a- here's
have to
a-
hunt for their
Yeah,
food
more
every day, and we get to explain to them, oh, this is the sweet food because we already had the salty food.
We already
But then
had the food.
We had the salad before then, which is also a meal, but we wanted like a smaller meal to segue into it so we could fit more food in our fat fucking stomachs. And then when we were done being full, we're like, that was so salty. I want sweet food now. So I'm going to eat a whole
want
other
sweet
plate of
food.
food.
You know the sweetest thing you've ever had was an apple? Yeah. I've had like pure sugar.
Literally just like white sugar for days.
You guys ever had like just taking a spoon of actual sugar and eating it?
No.
I did it once. It was actually I did it a couple times. Every time it
A
was really
couple
bad.
times.
Every time I did it, it was really bad. And I
Actually did it a couple times.
it wasn't like I did it one after the other. I did it once, and then like about a year later, I did it again, and then a year later, I did it again, and a year later, I did it again.
Okay, try
And
it.
it was really bad.
How many things in this sentence would an African child even like understand? I don't know, but like, a caramel glazed with chocolate fudge, vanilla ice cream.
Ice.
There was actually a documentary. I can't remember what it was. I think Brad Pitt even like executive produced it. It was some National Geographic maybe. It was on Netflix, and they took like 6 black guys, fully grown African people, and they put them on a plane and took them to New York to live for a few months.
Wow.
Like literally, they've never seen
Well,
electricity.
where-
and they're like their
oh, so
dad,
from,
and their
like-
dad has like 6 wives. Like that's where they live,
Okay.
and they live in this little place where like their dog is literally their friend. Like there's no one
Yeah, but
else.
my dog's my friend.
And there's other tribes. Like that's it. It's literally this guy, his 6 wives, and then his like 5 sons.
I watched this documentary
So
on
they
Netflix.
send him. They put him on a plane.
Yeah,
and they
how was
fucking
it?
they flip the fuck out.
Of
dude.
course you would.
Like they're floating on air, dude.
Exactly.
And there's so many white people. They've never seen one
Exactly.
before.
Yeah.
And there's
There's-
cameras following
There's
them.
footage. There's footage of like the first contact with this tribe, like the first time this tribe ever saw a white person. It was like I think one of the last tribes to ever be like one of the last uncontacted tribes because we
Yeah.
had footage of it.
Yeah,
and
no
it's
contact.
incredible.
Yeah.
because they show them. There's one part I remember where they show them this mirror and they freak out. They keep putting stuff over the mirror because they're like, oh,
I
it's
can't
gonna
even
steal
believe
your
there's
soul.
a second one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, it's trying to steal my soul.
Yeah.
Because they've never seen a mirror. They've seen their reflection in the water, but that's different than a mirror.
There's a couple French documentaries too, like from like footage where there's like the 70s camcorders that are really shitty and have awful quality. Like
No,
the
I'm talking
8mm.
this happened in 1980.
Oh, so this was pretty recent.
This was
yeah.
pretty recent, yeah.
But there's tons of documentaries like that, and it's fascinating. But the one where they take them from Africa, they're like, okay, so here's what a job is. And they're like, what's a job? On top of learning English. So, like, I'm pretty sure they could speak English, but they had never been anywhere else.
Okay.
So, like, they had books around that, like, explained English, but there's no electricity or anything. But then one of them's, like, working in a factory, and he freaks out and stuff like that. Where they can't even figure out what things are.
Yeah, because, like, I watched this documentary on the pit. Like, this guy went in deep into the African jungle to find a tribe of pygmies.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you look at that and you're like, oh, this is something showing, like, 1,000 years ago. No, that was, like, last year that this guy did, 2 years ago that this guy did this. And these people still believe, the pygmy tribe that he went to, they still believe in demons haunting their nets. So they have to shake them out, and they have to get the shaman to do a special prayer while he shakes the nets to get all the demons and gremlins out so that they can catch food. Like, what?
But what if you're wrong and they're right?
Maybe, man. Maybe they don't. Maybe not. Because
But-
look, here's the thing. They were all smiling. They were all starving, but they were all smiling. They didn't do. They were never violent. They solved everything with dance, true thing, not making it up. It was really weird to us because we solve a lot of stuff with violence.
Have you seen?
But they have a dance for everything.
Well, it's the same thing with a lot of cultures, like Native Americans. Like their whole lives before we came here was like
most of them, a lot of
most
them.
of them.
What do you mean, man?
Some of them were crazy, like Cheyennes and
Okay.
shit were like fucking
Immediately,
bananas. But
when they came out on the Mayflower, a group of Indians is like, okay, can you help us kill this entire other tribe? Immediately.
well, yeah,
We'll
because
help
those
you out
ones are
if
the
you help
fucking
us
crazy
out.
ones. The ones closest to the water, are like, get us the fuck out of here. But like, think about it. You're just living your life, and you only know maybe 30 people. Like right now, you could probably list a good 2,000 names of different people you know, even if it's like a celebrity
them
or
you know.
people
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
met before.
I could definitely name 2,000
places
people.
you've been. They literally
Dude,
have no names for anything. No one owns property, and you know maybe 10 people, and you live with them for the rest of your life.
Yeah, there was this thing. I read this thing somewhere that the everyday newspaper, like the average newspaper, this is back when newspapers still existed, but the average newspaper
They still
contained 10 times more information in it than some like a medieval serf would learn in their entire life.
Yeah.
And
And those were the knowledgeable people.
yeah, and
too.
those were the smart people. Like there were, of course, there were kings and stuff, and really well-read people who knew more.
Yeah.
But like the average dude who just was a farmer would.
That's all he did. That
That's
was it.
And
His last name was what he did.
the average New York City block, a serf would spend their entire life in that, and maybe leave that like 2 times.
Yeah.
That amount of
That
space.
amount of space. Yeah. Just one square block, not even.
I think gorillas travel more than that.
But think of the
They
Native
do.
like
Gorillas are all over
like
the place,
the
man.
Native Americans, you read about them, the ones that weren't violent or doing the natural human shit where they're like, oh, we're on this side, you're on that side, we're gonna go kill you because we want your stuff, which is pointless, still is. But like they're just
But it works though.
yeah,
Now we
they
have
just
their stuff.
like they found a way to build homes. They're like, okay, so what's the best way to make a home? They're like, okay, we stack sticks up and then we put fabric over it. How do we get fabric? Oh, we just take it from animals, but we also respect the animals and we think it's sacred that they
Gotta
give
use
us this
all the
material.
animals.
And you use
Dude.
all of them,
Dude,
and
fucking-
they make more. They basically
there's like a billion people on like one sidewalk in fucking India, and when there's a cow, they have to shut shit down and watch it as it passes by.
I don't know how true that is. I've never been to India.
I don't know about
cows.
that. That's a little exaggerated. I don't know
They
about,
do
like-
worship cows in India.
Yeah, but they're sacred animals. I don't know about worship, but maybe sacred.
They're
Yeah,
sacred
sacred,
animals.
yeah.
You
There's-
cannot.
My bad. My bad.
They're
I was
hollow
mistaken.
ground, yeah. But like they literally just maybe smoked a pipe, found
Would
some
they be my
berries.
ground beef
They
burger,
traded
though?
animals, and every day they would sing at night.
That
Have a
reminded
party, like
for some reason that reminded me of like there's this conspiracy theory video I watched where they're like, look at the pyramids in Egypt. All right, these pyramids have stayed up for thousands of years. Now look at the pyramids in South America from the Mayans. These pyramids have stayed up for even longer. And all the way across the entire world, they built the same thing. I think aliens were involved.
They're not
And
really
I was like,
the
I
same
thought to myself,
they're not
okay.
the same- different
They're not the
material
same.
and
so
shit.
it could be aliens, or maybe just a thought. That's just a really good way to stack rocks,
Yeah, and
and it just happened
It
that
just
two
makes
because
different
there's no
groups of
structure
people-
to really hold up. Like you don't
Yeah.
need the stem walls. You don't need
Yeah,
any
yeah.
shit in the middle.
Maybe that's just a
literally
way
held
to
up by
stack
gravity.
rocks where they'll stay up for a really long time. And the reason we don't find any other sculptures is because the rocks don't stay up for that long.
Yeah,
Pyramids, they just stay
or
up
they're not
really
made
long.
out of the same material.
Yeah.
Like those rocks, weren't they made out of like limestone and shit?
I
Like
don't know,
that.
dude.
They're made out of
sandstone.
Yeah, they're
in
made
Egypt
out of some special kind
And
of stone.
sandstone
It's not just rocks.
Actually, does last forever.
Yeah,
Sandstone.
like
if
they
we
literally
all disappeared.
they found the best material, and then they just made sure to get enough
But-
slaves to build it for them.
the only
They
thing.
actually think the new theory is that they weren't slaves. They're actually really well paid people because they found some new tombs of
Yeah.
like mass
Here's the
graves
thing. I
of
think that they-
workers who
People
were,
that worked on it, but
economic
like they're
system-
rich and shit.
the
yeah,
economic
well, they
system.
weren't rich, but they were well.
But they
paid
were
and
well
fed.
to do. Yeah, maybe they were like the architects.
They-
Well,
no,
it was like an honor to work on the pyramid. That's what the new theory is.
Is it a theory or did like they found new
Everything's
shit?
a theory.
thing
They
I-
found new shit.
Obviously, yeah, because
They
it's so
found new
fucking
shit,
long
yeah.
ago.
They
Nobody
found new
wrote-
shit.
Egypt,
Nobody
um,
took the time to
Egypt
But they
had
found new
lots
shit,
of-
and they're like, okay, this is what we think happened
an,
now.
an audio log.
Hey
Yes,
guys,
you could-
it's 30,000. It's 2,000.
Hey guys,
BC.
it's Abdul. Just building a pyramid.
Hey guys, it's Ahmed.
Do you know what I like a lot better than pyramids? Knowledge.
Knowledge. I'm over here next to all my camels. Knowledge.
You got like 4 of them.
Think about this.
Knowledge.
Though. Imagine like everyone leaves New York and it just deteriorates, just through time.
They did a documentary.
Yeah, where everyone
It
just
was from the early
disappeared.
2000s, right?
Yeah, I saw it. You saw it
everyone's-
too?
Yeah. And
So
they
good.
explain how the Earth would get colder because there's no people, there's no body heat on the world anymore.
Yeah, but
So
also
like it would get like 40
Come on, that
degrees
doesn't make
colder.
any sense.
No, seriously.
and then
it would
like
start getting colder. There's
yeah,
no
but not
people.
in 40 degrees. It was,
Yeah,
it
it wasn't 40, but it was like a
but
pretty
also
big
like
difference.
20 like
You're
something like
saying-
10 years
wait,
later
wait.
all of the nuclear plants would explode.
So you're saying
Yeah.
if,
Shit like that.
if I took everyone on the world and put them in New York, which
No,
is possible,
no, magic,
that it would superheat.
like a magic trick.
Yes.
Everyone, yeah, it
You
would.
think it would fucking superheat?
Have you ever been into a concert, dude? An outside concert, no less. It is hot as shit. It is so uncomfortable.
Jeez, people should be like just like bees. If we ever get attacked by people, get up on them, start shivering, and they'll melt. Like
What?
bees do. You know that's what bees do.
What the fuck are you
Bees
doing?
don't
Fucking
fucking
No, they don't. They sting you, you
No, no,
idiot.
bees-
They
if-
sting you because you have high body heat, and that shows that you're
you know
angry
Japanese
and you're
giant
aggressive.
hornets, right? They'll attack a nest, and what
All right,
the bees
guys, move
do.
a little closer. We've been
What the bees
scooting
do
back.
to defend their nest is they'll attack the bee by going all around it and then shivering until it melts. It's brain.
No.
That's what the
Yeah,
fuck are you
the
talking
inside
about?
of it will melt because it overheats.
Did you put in an ice cube?
River, you've been
and
eating
there's-
glue.
Did you put like a
don't
bee-shaped ice
eat it.
cube on
I know
your
you
skin?
eat. I know you eat dog food, but you've been eating glue.
Wait,
I don't
what
eat
the fuck
dog
you
food.
do?
I don't eat
Yeah.
dog
What are you, Max Rockatansky?
Okay,
You fucking,
what am I, Max?
What?
What? Okay, honestly, there's a Petco near his house,
Uh-huh.
and they had these dog treats that
You've-
look like Oreos.
You've
Didn't
eaten
you
more
try
dog
one,
food.
didn't
you?
He's tried.
You guys
more
tried
than
them,
me.
didn't you?
We didn't just try them; we liked them.
They were
That's
good,
because they're
though.
salty. They're filled
No,
with
no,
food,
no, no,
dude.
no. They were sweet. I
Oh,
swear
they
to
were
God,
like the dessert
you,
ones.
You put them. You put those cookies, those dog food cookies, out at like a party.
I will.
No one will know the difference.
I'll tell them.
Are they the bone-shaped ones, or are they
No,
like regular?
they look like
They're
they look like
the little
knockoff
green ones,
Oreos.
right?
You
like,
fuckers-
they're the little cookies.
Yeah,
the little
they got
white
little
ones.
cream.
You fuckers just done ate dog food. That's what I do.
Aye, boy.
My aunt ate cat food as a kid. My mom explained to me how she hated her sister because when she was like 7, she would literally get on all fours, crawl all the way to the other side of the house, and stick her head in the cat bowl and eat the dry food.
So your aunt's a furry, huh?
Knowing that it tasted like shit, she still ate it and was like, meow.
So your aunt's a furry?
Basically, yeah.
That's cool.
Dude, that sounds really hot.
Well, I have to go to the bathroom. Please don't fire me because I have to shit in
That's
your
actually
toilet.
probably a good. That's probably yeah, good point. Wait, stay so we can do the outro.
What the
God
fuck?
damn, dude. We're doing the outro. All right, thank
You're
you
about
for.
to shit yourself.
Yeah, you're about to shit your pants.
Pretty
You don't
sure
leave.
popped out a little
Fucking
bit.
forget it. I'll just do the outro without you. Thanks for watching episode. Stop. Thanks. Oh my God. Thanks for watching episode 10 of the Max and Friends Let's Do a Podcast featuring Max and Friends, a podcast with Max and Friends podcast.
Some people aren't equal.
Today's friends were River and Jack.
You can call me a friend.
Today's acquaintances.
Did
Did you know that now that you're on the podcast, I've had every single one of my friends on all 5 of them.
Michael River and me?
Michael, River, you, Aiden. That's it.
One of
That's
them still
4.
in high school.
Yeah.
4? Oh, so those women weren't your friends? You fucking bigot.
No. The one of them was, but we haven't talked in a while. And then the other 2 were people I was friendly with. who I
You
thought
should
were
get
funny.
Megan on the podcast. The girl you said the N-word towards, like, because you thought it would be funny.
What? What are you talking about?
Talking about Megan.
I don't know who Megan is.
You're